Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. If you can't tell by what's right next to me here, I'm a gigantic fan of the Pikmin series. I have played every single one of these games to death, and they are a ton of fun, finding all the secrets, trying to complete them as fast as possible, while also having a very weird, relaxing aspect to them, and having some sort of puzzle aspect to a game that doesn't even feel like a puzzle. It's a perfect mashup of a ton of different games. Pikmin is awesome. For those of you who have never played it, definitely worth giving it a shot. For those of you who have played it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But in this episode, I'm going to dive into Eurogamer's article talking about Pikmin 4 from 4 years ago. Pikmin 4 is in development and very close to completion. Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto exclusively confirmed to Eurogamer. Speaking during an interview held back in July of 2015, Nintendo's top designer revealed that the work on a fourth major Pikmin game was well underway. Which, by the way, many people might hear this and say, oh, maybe that's what Hey Pikmin on the 3DS turned into. Nintendo has confirmed that was a separate project. It has nothing to do with what Miyamoto was talking about with Pikmin 4 here. So Pikmin 4 was in development back in 2015. It does take a while to make games, so maybe we'll give it a pass. Maybe they're really putting everything into this for whatever reason. They're putting all their eggs into the Pikmin proverbial basket. But when you dig deeper into this article, that's not necessarily the case. It's actually very close to completion, Miyamoto said. Pikmin teams are always working on the next one. Nintendo then confirmed in separate news to Eurogamer that we can confirm Pikmin 4 is in development, but that is all we can confirm at present. So back in 2015, clearly Pikmin 4 was being worked on for the Wii U, and since the Wii U probably started taking a nosedive, they decided maybe we should move this to our next system, which is the Nintendo Switch. So maybe that added a little bit of time to the development process. But we've already seen games like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze make its way over, the new Mario games coming over. Why can't Pikmin 4 make its way over, seeing as they've had a ton of time to develop it? Why hasn't it showed up on the Nintendo Switch? Which brings up the point of there's been a slew of releases from Nintendo first party on the Nintendo Switch recently, starting all the way back when the Switch released with Breath of the Wild, and then later on you had Mario Odyssey, and most recently you had Mario Party and Super Smash Bros., among a ton of other great first party games coming to the Switch. And maybe Pikmin 4 didn't necessarily fit that lineup, and Nintendo wanted to wait for the perfect time to release it. I get that. But how come we haven't heard anything about this during a Nintendo Direct? How come they haven't showed any kind of footage? How come Nintendo hasn't talked about Pikmin 4 whatsoever? We got information that Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming. We even heard that Metroid Prime 4 is officially confirmed in development. But yet Nintendo, outside of a Eurogamer article, because Miyamoto probably slipped up and said something he shouldn't, had kind of confirmed that Pikmin 4 is in development, but never officially through any of the avenues Nintendo uses, which is strange. The most recent major release in the Pikmin series was Pikmin 3 on the Wii U back in 2013, and now we are here 6 full years later in 2019 and still haven't heard anything about where Pikmin 4 is at in the development process, even though 4 years ago it was nearing completion. This is really fascinating, looking at the comments back from 2 years ago in the most recent update from Eurogamer on Pikmin 4, how people were hoping that it was releasing soon, maybe in the next year. Early 2018 people were looking forward to. And nothing. Here we are, 2019, and nothing still. We got information that a new Yoshi game is coming to the Switch. We got information other games are coming, but Nintendo still has not said anything about Pikmin 4. What the hell happened to Pikmin 4? There is one of the biggest gaming mysteries ever here that nobody is talking about. Nintendo officially confirmed it back through Eurogamer in 2015 and haven't said anything since then. It's my hope that Pikmin 4 will somehow get announced in one of the upcoming Nintendo Directs. It's just a matter of time. It's gonna be a when, not if, scenario for this game to be released. Personally, if you can't tell already, I am already overhyped for it. I can't wait for it to show up whenever it comes. I will be a day one purchase for it. And I think Nintendo knows that the Pikmin fans are very devoted. They really want this game. and they don't necessarily need to promote it much like other games because there's such a strong fan base for this series. Maybe that might lead them to just dropping it sooner than people expect, but at the same time, that's not necessarily how Nintendo handles major first-party releases. So it seems like it's gonna be a while before Pikmin 4 drops, and that's really disheartening. The game was officially announced back in 2015, and it may be a full 5 years or more until it's actually in our hands. That's where we're at with Pikmin 4. Still no solid information on any updates by Nintendo, but I wanted to make this video here just to remind you guys that it has officially been revealed by Nintendo that it is being made. They just haven't informed people what it's going to look like or given any kind of information or description about the title since then, and that's just really odd. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys like the Pikmin series? Is this something you'd be interested in? Or if you never played the games and you don't really care too much about it? And I usually say thank you so much for watching, but I'm going to change that up. And I'm moving forward, I want to say something different. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and you stay smashing.